Millions of people see K-pop as a dream. Perfect faces, perfect bodies, perfect choreography, perfect lives. But behind the cameras, many idols live under brutal pressure most fans never see. Starvation diets, emotional control, sleep deprivation, constant surveillance. And in South Korea, this pressure doesn't begin in the entertainment industry. It begins much earlier. Because K-pop is not just music. It's the emotional mirror of an entire society. A society obsessed with perfection, discipline, status, and public image. But what most people outside Korea don't realize is that the same culture producing global success is also producing exhaustion, loneliness, and silent emotional suffering. And the deeper you go into Korea's perfection culture, the more unsettling the story becomes. Because this isn't only about celebrities anymore. It's about modern humanity itself. The K-pop industry feels almost unreal. Idols move with impossible precision, smile under pressure, maintain flawless appearances for years. To the outside world, it looks like perfection. But perfection is never free. Behind every synchronized performance, there are years of invisible sacrifice. Teenagers training for 12 to 16 hours a day. Strict evaluations, public criticism, constant comparison. And perhaps the most disturbing part, many idols are taught very early that being human is dangerous. Because weakness can destroy the image, and image is everything. What most people don't realize is that K-pop did not create Korea's pressure culture. It reflects it. South Korea transformed itself rapidly after war and poverty. Within a few generations, the country became one of the most technologically advanced societies in the world. But rapid success came with psychological costs. Extreme academic pressure, long work hours, beauty obsession, status anxiety. Children grow up hearing one message repeatedly: you must succeed. And over time, achievement stops becoming a goal. It becomes identity. But this next cultural layer changes everything. In many Western cultures, failure is often framed as experience. In South Korea, failure can feel deeply personal. Because society is highly interconnected. People constantly compare schools, jobs, appearance, income, and status. And social judgment becomes emotionally intense. This is one reason appearance matters so much in Korea. Not only in entertainment, in everyday life. Beauty becomes social currency. And suddenly, K-pop starts making more sense. The industry simply amplifies values already existing inside society. But the darkest part is still ahead. Some children enter K-pop training systems extremely young, before fully understanding what they are sacrificing. Years of vocal training, dance practice, diet restrictions, emotional monitoring. Some never debut. Some disappear completely after years of pressure. And even successful idols often lose something invisible: privacy. Their personalities become managed products, dating restrictions, controlled public behavior, constant online judgment. Fans seek glamour, but many idols live inside carefully controlled emotional environments. And over time, the line between real identity and performance begins to blur. Imagine smiling for millions of people while secretly feeling exhausted. Imagine being loved globally, but feeling unable to show weakness publicly. This is the contradiction many idols quietly live inside. And perhaps that's why so many fans feel so emotionally attached to K-pop. Because beneath the perfection, people sense hidden pain. Tiny moments, a tired expression, a forced smile, an emotional live stream. The humanity leaks through the performance. And ironically, those imperfect moments are often the moments fans connect to most deeply. Modern Korean society is deeply digital, extremely connected, extremely fast, extremely visible. And visibility changes psychology. Idols are watched constantly, every expression analyzed, every mistake clipped online, every rumor amplified instantly. But this phenomenon is no longer limited to celebrities. Ordinary people now experience similar pressures through social media. Curated identities, filtered perfection, performance-based self-worth. K-pop simply became the extreme version of a global problem. And this next realization changes the entire story. People are not only consuming music, they are consuming emotional escape. K-pop offers beauty in a chaotic world, precision in a distracted world, emotion in an emotionally numb world.
The industry creates highly controlled emotional experiences. Every outfit, every camera angle, every emotional narrative. Nothing feels accidental. And psychologically, humans are deeply attracted to polished worlds, especially when real life feels unstable. But perfection has a hidden side effect. It quietly teaches people they are never enough. The darkest secret behind K-pop may not be exploitation alone. It may be that modern society increasingly rewards performance over humanity. Not only in Korea, everywhere. People edit their personalities online, hide sadness professionally, curate happiness publicly, and slowly, human beings become brands. K-pop simply reveals this process more visibly than most cultures do, which is why the industry feels both beautiful and emotionally disturbing at the same time. South Korea created something extraordinary, a global cultural phenomenon powerful enough to influence music, fashion, beauty, and identity worldwide. But behind that success is a question modern society still cannot answer. How much pressure can human beings carry before perfection becomes emotional imprisonment? Because eventually, every society obsessed with image faces the same danger. People stop asking, "How are you feeling?" and start asking only, "How are you performing?" The next time you watch a perfect K-pop performance, look closely. Behind the synchronized dancing, the flawless visuals, and the carefully controlled smiles, you may notice something deeper. A generation trying to survive inside a world that rewards perfection, but quietly starves authenticity. And maybe that is why K-pop feels so fascinating and so unsettling at the exact same time.